Am I too old for new adventures? If you've watched any of my other videos, you know I like hiking, backpacking, traveling. I recently learned motorcycle camping is a thing, and I was intrigued. It looked like a great way to combine a lot of my favorite things. One issue though, I don't know anything about motorcycles. I'm 54 years old. Is it too late for me to learn? I legitimately wondered, so I did what you do. I Googled it. Can a 54-year-old woman learn to ride a motorcycle? Expecting to find some inspirational stories. Instead, I found a Reddit thread of some guys who tried to teach their wives or girlfriends how to ride, and it didn't go well. One said it's possible if the woman is athletic. Okay, fine, I'm a hiker, but no one is going to call me athletic. If you've seen my videos, I'm always gasping for air, and I'm really clumsy. So I had no idea if it was possible for me to learn to do this or not. But I recently heard someone say, if you think you're too old for something, that means you need to do it now. And it makes sense. I'm never going to be any younger than I am right now. And also, as part of getting older, I just feel like I'm running out of time. So I signed up for a Learn to Ride class. And then I had to tell my husband I did it. Now, he has a motorcycle, so it's not totally out there for him to accept. But I've never ridden on his motorcycle. I've never been on it even as a passenger. I kind of expected an eye roll, but instead I got a bunch of links to motorcycles for sale. I was not planning to get one. I wanted to see if I liked it before spending the money, but he said I should practice first and I could sell it if I didn't like it. My class was 2 months away. That was the first one I could get into, so I had some time to learn some things before the class. So it made sense. This was a Tuesday that I signed up for the class. There was one motorcycle he sent that I really liked. And so the next day, we called the owner to set up a time to go see it and made an appointment for Thursday. And then on Friday, 3 days after I signed up for the class, I brought her home. So I now owned a motorcycle, but I had still never ridden one. The very next day, Saturday, I rode it in a parking lot. And on Sunday, I rode it in a parking lot again. On Monday, I got insurance. The order's a little questionable there. And then Tuesday, exactly 1 week after I decided I wanted to learn, I went and got it registered. While I was there, I took the written test, aced it, and got a temporary instruction permit, or TIP, which is a learner's permit that will let me ride on the road if there's another licensed rider in sight of me. So the next day, I took it out on the road. I am about to go on the road for the very first time, so this is exciting. There will not be any video of it because I am not dealing with a camera. I am focused on driving. I wish I'd made a video after that first road ride. I was so excited when I got back. And it went reasonably well. Not perfect, but okay. It was an easy ride through some subdivisions. It seemed I could learn to ride after all. And I had 2 months before the class, so there was time to practice and learn before that. I started to accumulate gear. I just got the jacket. I've got some gloves. I have not mounted a GoPro to my helmet yet because I'm planning to get a new helmet. And I spent a lot of time riding in circles in my driveway. So many circles. And I practiced some of the skills I would need for the test, which wasn't easy on my gravel driveway. I did drop my bike a couple of times, but I'll save that for another video. I am trying to practice some skills as best I can in my small space and on dirt and gravel. I rode it a handful of times on the road over the next month, trying to practice some skills and get better at it. Well, I'm about to head out on the road again. It's probably my 5th time, I think, out on the road. Then, a month before my class was about to start, I got my e-course materials. There's an online MSF course you have to take before the classroom and road parts of that. Then Thursday morning, I got an email about a cancellation in the Learn to Ride class that was starting the next day. Good morning. It's not quite 7 o'clock in the morning. I am headed to my Learn to Ride class about a month ahead of schedule. This is Saturday morning. On Tuesday of this week, I got my e-course that I had to take before the class, a month before the class starts. And I did a little bit on Tuesday, I did a little bit on Wednesday. Thursday morning, I got an email. We had a cancellation. First one to respond, they're interested, gets the seat. And I was the first. So I'm in a month ahead of schedule, which is great, but I had to cram through the e-course real quick. Fortunately, I was already about half done. It's only a few-hour course, so I finished that up on Thursday night. Friday after work, I went in to do some classroom work, fill out the paperwork, and today's the day where we start outside on the range, and we'll do it again tomorrow, and hopefully everything goes well. I really want to pass, and I know not everyone does. So I'm hopeful that I will learn the skills I need and I can get through this and actually get my motorcycle endorsement. I was super excited to start finally, but still not sure I could manage the skills. I had, after all, dropped my bike twice and never really managed to do the skills right when I was practicing. I was still nervous I couldn't really learn to ride a motorcycle. I'll talk more about the class in another video. It wasn't easy, but spoiler alert, I made it through. About 5 weeks after deciding I wanted to see if I could learn to ride a motorcycle, I was a licensed rider. Guess who just got her motorcycle endorsement? Yes, I passed the class. I just finished. They submitted the results already to the state. I was able to print up the temporary endorsement and I am ready to ride, so that's what I am doing. I took my bike out that night for my first solo ride. So this is my first solo ride. I'm not going far. I'm going to basically ride around the block. That means people about 2 blocks away for dinner and a little bit. Gravel in my turn here. That's all right. There's not much for traffic out right now, which is really nice. I made it. Don't breathe a little. We'll celebrate. I did it, and you can too. I'm not athletic or coordinated at all. The one thing that helped a bit is that I can drive a stick shift car. But if you're thinking about learning to ride a motorcycle, you can learn. You may find you don't like it, and that's fine too, but you can do it. And remember, if you think you're too old to do something, that just means you need to do it now. I hope this video helps you. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe to my channel for more motorcycle videos and other adventures. Subscribing is a great way to support this channel, and it doesn't cost you a thing. Thanks for watching.